Flags, songs, drama, and glitter. If it's Eurovision, we've got it covered. This is Put It Away! Hello, dear Eurovision listeners, and welcome to the 10th episode of Put It Away. We have officially made it to double digits, and we would like to start by saying a massive thank you for supporting this project since day one.
Your comments, your messages, your shares, your listens, your views, everything. You've truly embraced what we're doing here, and we appreciate every single one of you.
And if you're not following us yet, then what are you doing, guys? Follow us on all the social media that we have on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, X, Threads. All links are in the description of the episode.
Alright, this is one of our most packed episodes yet. Let's dive in.
Wait, we have a quiz before that. Last week we had our special episode for Junior Eurovision, but the week before we had our special guest. And our special guest, he put a quiz. And the quiz was the following.
Who can forget that? Well, Krikor, our beloved guest, asked all of you how many 12 points did Greece receive back in Eurovision 2005?
And the answer is... 10 sets of 12 points by 10 different countries, and that was the record back then, until it was broken, I think, the year later.
Perhaps I don't have this exact information.
But yes, it was 10 sets of 12 points, and we really appreciate all the countries that voted for us back then, and we hope that you will vote for us again in the future.
Tell me, Chris, how many times have you rewatched this voting procedure?
I don't know. Really. I think it's more than 100 times. Basically, I know almost every catchphrase, every opening line. I don't know. I haven't counted them.
I admit that she's telling the truth. But let's go on with our episode.
Yes, we have a lot of things to discuss. All right. So, I think we need to start by the biggest news, which was the major rule changes that were announced by the EBU regarding Eurovision 2026. So, the European Broadcasting Union has officially announced a series of major changes to the rules ahead of next year's Eurovision in Vienna. One of the changes is that the juries are coming back to the semifinals, and it's the first time since 2022 that the juries are going to be voting in the semifinals.
Yes, but there will not be only 5. Their number increases to 7, and it's expanded among professional backgrounds like journalists, critics, teachers, choreographers, stage directors, industry professionals, all kinds of everything.
Also, at least 2 members of the jury panel should be aged from 18 to 25 years old, and all the jurors have to sign a declaration of independence and neutrality. Okay, I see the reason why the age becomes a bit lower, because they want to target the new audience to see, how the young people are responding to the Eurovision and to the performances of the songs.
Isn't it a little bit contradictory that we seek for professional backgrounds, but in the same time we lower the age limit?
Okay, you can still have a professional background for the 5 members, and then the 2 members who are aged from 18 to 25 can have less professional experience, no? Or the professional experience, if we count the influencing or the TikToking or the YouTubing, then why not? This is the trend of our time, and we need to abide by it.
Exactly.
Put it away.
Moreover, we have fewer maximum votes for the public. The televote cap is being cut from 20 votes to 10 votes per method. And this idea came to encourage fans to spread votes across more entries.
That personally, I don't understand it, because if someone wants to spend many votes for a single participant, then they will do it.
Exactly, I don't find the logic behind this, because either you have one telephone number, for example, or you have three, you may cast as many votes as you want.
Exactly.
So,
anyway, another new rule is that we have stronger promotion rules, which means that the EBU is cracking down on disproportionate campaigns, and especially the ones who are supported by third parties like governments or institutions.
it's like we take a snapshot of a single country, but
Or
who
two,
knows?
I would say.
Of course, because we have seen in the recent years some countries focusing on some specific markets, especially after the introduction of rest of the world voting.
Exactly, and that also means that artists and broadcasters cannot engage in or facilitate such kind of campaigns, and if someone violates the rules, then we have the sanctions that will be imposed by the EBU. This seems kind of strict, but I see the logic behind it, because it's true that, okay, the national broadcasters are members of the EBU, however, they should be separate from the governments or from, institutions that would like to promote their own interests.
But how can we separate the proper campaigns from the improper campaigns?
That's not for us to decide. That's for EBU to detect it and to act accordingly.
Let's see how this rolls on.
Put it away.
But to add to the previous changes, we also have enhanced anti-fraud systems. Coordinated or manipulated voting activity will be detected with an upgraded method, and there will be also a better monitoring of unusual patterns with the EBU's voting partner once.
Okay, that's also interesting, and I think the most interesting part of this change is how this upgraded detection system will be applied, or what they will do in order to enhance the detection system in general.
I remember back in Eurovision of Turin in 2022 that EBU detected a paranormal activity in semi-final 2, and 6 countries were accused of it.
Yeah, and I remember that if they were not accused, then Greece would be in the top 5 of the juries. But anyway. No, this is it's something good, and it heads towards the right direction, and as Martin Green summed up perfectly, we listened and we acted. So they took the complaints and they put them into motion in order to fix them for the next editions.
Exactly, the message is clear. Protect the neutrality of the contest and keep Eurovision a celebration of music, not politics.
Put it away.
And since we're talking about that, despite all the changes and every promise that EBU has given, Spain and Slovenia are still threatening to withdraw if Israel participates in Eurovision 2026.
Do you believe this will happen in the end?
For Spain, yes, I think so. Because we had the decision of the board of directors of RTVE, and then we had the confirmation a week ago. Because José Pablo López, the president of the RTVE, confirmed in the Spanish parliament that RTVE's position remains unchanged, Israel's presence is untenable, and we're talking about genocide in Gaza. Human rights are not a competition.
So politics are involved in competition, and Spain doesn't want to be part of this.
And it's going to be a huge thing if one of the big 5 countries actually withdraws, because it's not only about the prestige of being a big 5 country. It's about the money, it's about the history, it's about everything that you have given to the contest. So, to me, it will be very sad if Spain actually withdraws.
Also, Slovenia is about to withdraw, as Natalia Korczak, the president of RTV Slo, clarified that if Israel is not excluded, Slovenia will not participate in Eurovision 2026.
Okay, that's also very interesting. Their final stance is coming after the EBU General Assembly. Actually, this week.
Yes.
Oh my god! The time has come, ladies and gentlemen, dear listeners.
So in the next episode we will have more surprising news to share.
And I would like also to state something else about Spain, because it's interesting regarding the sanctions that the EBU is threatening to pull through if someone violates the new rules. Because Spain also said that Israel violated the rules for at least 2 years without any sanctions being imposed to them. So I think that those two countries have the strongest presence regarding Israel's exclusion or not from the contest. And we know that if Israel is excluded, then they will be there.
Let's see how this story unfolds, because also Netherlands and Belgium are still waiting for the General Assembly to finalize their position and to see if they are going to participate in Vienna.
I will be very sad if Belgium withdraws or if the Netherlands withdraw, because don't forget that the Netherlands, they host 2 annual parties for Eurovision. One is the Eurovision in concert. It's the biggest pre-party. Almost every participant is there. And the second one is at the end of November, which is Het Grote Song Festival. And it's also a huge hit because there are many previous participants that are going there. Some Eurovision legends like Johnny Logan, like Imani, like Loreen, Verka Seduchka. So it's not easy to have the Netherlands out.
Well, it's not easy to have any country out of the contest, but it's a difficult decision and it needs to be made.
Put it away.
Shall we move on to something happier?
Yes, please.
Okay, because last week we had the revelation of the songs of the Montenegro national final.
Montesong 2025.
Alright, so we sat down and we listened all the songs. And we have our top 5. But before our top 5, let me say, I think that the level this year is much higher than last year. And I think that coming back to the contest brought joy to Montenegro, and they actually tried better than last year. I mean, last year we had Neoen, I think this is how they're pronounced, who won Montesong, but then they were excluded, and then Nina Zizic, she went with Dobrodošli. She did not qualify, but this year we have many artists, many songs, many genres that can actually stand out to the contest, and they can qualify to the final.
I think the same. We listened to all the 15 songs of Montenegro's national final, and we found some very promising, let's say, songs that will give Montenegro's a very good result in May in Vienna. Shall we reveal our top 5, or do you wanna go through every entry?
I think that we can reveal the top 5 and then we can say some songs that we expected more, but we did not receive what we wanted. No?
Okay, so let's go with our top 5 in no particular order.
Yes, because, okay, we have the top 5, but the order is different between Kostas and me. So we're just gonna put them randomly and then you can decide for yourselves, okay?
But we have the same top 5.
Yes, that's a good sign. We start off very well with the Eurovision season. Alright, so Tamara Zivkovic with Nova Zora is one of our favorite songs. Then it's Luga Radovic with Pieva I Vilo. Then it's Lana Vukcevic with Jordi Sankovic and Temperatura. Then it's Lara Baltic with Rhythm Boy. And for the end is Jurda with Dominos.
I would like to start with the last song, Dominos from Jurda, which is like Run to the Hills 3.0 or Queen of the Kings 2.0.
Because I wanted to ask you, which is the Run to the Hills 2.0?
Yes, that's it. Well, it's a very well-known...
National final non-qualified song
Mm-hmm.
in 2022
Mm-hmm.
for Sweden.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next year, Norway came with Queen of Kings and they got the 5th place in Eurovision 2023, no?
You see?
I know the history. Thank you very much.
Yes. But let's say some things about the other songs that lie in our top 5. Tamara Zivkovic with Nova Zora has a very promising, contemporary, clever enough dubstep switch with, for me, has the highest expectations. And I really want to see the stage presentation of this song.
Me too, because I think the stage presence will actually determine if this song can actually go to Eurovision and have any hopes whatsoever to qualify. What about Temperatura? This is a very, very high favorite among the Eurovision circle.
Well, it's an up-tempo song. It's gonna be a hit in all over Balkans. And I'm sure that next summer in Halkidiki beach bars, it will be all over the place.
Okay, that's an interesting view. And what about Rhythm Boy?
Rhythm Boy. Yeah, well, it reminds me of Tea Tairovic style, this kind of songs.
And you know Tea Tairovic.
Yeah, well, who doesn't know her?
In the Balkans, everyone knows her, of course.
So, you see,
And last but not least,
Pieva I Vilo, if I'm not wrong, which is my favorite by Luka Radovic. It's a very common sound to my ears. It has clarinet, it has bagpipes, full Balkan energy.
yeah, and especially now that you're in your Dopsis Dupe era, it's your favorite. I can assure you for that, dear listeners. Okay, so we commented on our top 5, but what about the disappointments that we had? Because my biggest disappointment was Andrea Demirovic. I expected so much from her, and I didn't receive anything.
I also got disappointed by Bariak with their song Minerva. It's a rock song, but pure music arrangement and a song that really doesn't get me anywhere.
Also, I think that Stefan Vukotic's song is a bit of... It has some positive vibes, but it's forgettable. And in fact, I think all the ballads that have been submitted are kind of forgettable. I don't know if it's because we are used to the Balkan ballads or because the music arrangement is this way, but I don't know if with a ballad Montenegro has a chance. But where I would like to actually point out something is about Neno Muric's song, which is first in the views of Montesong YouTube channel. And it's actually very surprising to me because I didn't particularly pay attention to it. But yeah, I don't know.
Me neither, but maybe he's a very well-known artist in Montenegro and has a lot of supporters there.
And not only in Montenegro, but in other countries too, around former Yugoslavia.
Maybe. Who knows?
Okay, I think it's enough with Montenegro. Best of luck to all the participants. May one of the songs from our top 5 win. And see you in the final on December 21st.
Put it away.
Now I have a dilemma for you. Do you want to go to your favorite national final or to my favorite national final?
I don't know. You choose. I can't make a choice.
Okay, let's go to Ukraine then and Vidbir 2026.
Okay, we have the 15 names that are shortlisted or longlisted by Jamala to participate in next year's national final of Ukraine. So this year, the rules are a bit different because out of the 15 names, 9 names are going to be directly in the Vidbir final and the 6 remaining will be put to the public's vote and 1 name will be chosen as the 10th finalist of Vidbir.
So the national final will have 10 finalists. The live auditions held by Jamala have been through the previous days and we expect to know who are the 9 artists that will get the direct ticket to the final and who are the 6 that will ask public vote.
Well, the names, because the names are quite good, are the following. Unstay, Jerry Hale, Karyotype, Kayat, Loud, Leleka, Molody, Monthia, Monocate, Mr. Vel, OKS, The Aliens, Valeria Force, Marta Adamchuk, and Shkuka Riba.
Did I listen well? Did you say Jer Hale?
Yes, I did.
And did you also say Monocate?
Yes, I did.
And except for those two, did you also say Kayat
Yes, I did.
and Molody?
Yes, I did.
What a massive lineup! I remember Jamala saying that the level of this year's Vidbir was not quite good, but come on.
If this is not the quite good level, then I really don't know what exactly quite good level in Ukraine is.
To lower my expectations, I still need to hear the songs, but
How possible is for Katerina Pavlenko or Jerry Hale to have bad songs?
2020 for Jer Hale.
Yes, but that was before Teresa and Maria and the 3rd place in Eurovision. So, yeah. Okay, as you saw, we have the return of Jerry Hale. She was 3rd with Aliona Aliona in Eurovision 2024. We have the return of Monocate, Katerina Pavlenko. She was the front singer of Go A, who was 5th in Eurovision 2021 with the song Shum. And we also have the return of Kayat, who was 2nd in Vidbir 2020 and 4th, I think, last year in Vidbir, but he was 1st in the jury voting. And we also have the return of Molody, who were 2nd in last year's Vidbir. Will they play the Zifferblatt card? Because Zifferblatt, if you remember, they were 2nd in Vidbir 2024, but they won the Vidbir next year. So, if Molody were 2nd last year, will they win the ticket this year?
Who knows? Well done, Ukraine. I think you have an amazing long list of participants, and we are really looking forward to see what the Vidbir 2026 will all be about.
I have no idea. But about the technical stuff, we still don't have a date for Vidbir, we still don't have the jury, we still don't have the presenters. They will be decided in due time. And if we take into account last year's edition and the year before edition, everything was decided by the Ukrainian people. So this makes it all the more interesting every year.
So, give power to the people is the motto.
Exactly. Well done, Ukraine. I'm so happy that I will watch this final, and I'm really looking forward to the songs.
Put it away.
But now let's move on to your favorite national final. Benvenuti, Bella Italia.
You see, if you have attended Marco Megoni's concert here in Brussels, you know how to speak Italian.
And if you have so many Italian colleagues as you and I have, then you know it twice. So we had the revelation of the Sanremo 2026 participant this year. Would you like to have the honors?
Yes, sure, but before going through the list, let me say something about what we expected and what we received. We expected 26 artists, but then Carlo Conti came with 30. We expected many huge names in Italian's music industry, and we received only some of them. But let's go through the list and let the list speak for herself. Well, the full list is the following: Tommaso Paradiso, Chiello, Serena Brancale, Phil Minacci, Di Tonelle Piaga, Fedez and Massini, Leo Gassman, Safe, Arisa, Tredici Pietro, Sal Da Vinci, Samurai J, Malika Ayane, Luce, Raf, Bambole Di Pezza, Ermal Meta, Knight, Elettra Lamborghini, Michele Bravi, J-Ax, Enrico Nicchiotti, Maria Antonietta and Colobre, Francesco Rega, Mara Satei, LDI and AK7, D'Argent Amico, Levante, Eddie Brock, and Patti Bravo.
Okay, I have some more observations. Elettra Lamborghini. I hope and I wish and I pray that Afrojack is going to write her song. For those of you who don't know it, Elettra Lamborghini is married to Afrojack, the very well-known Dutch DJ. And I hope that he will write the song for her. Second, Patti Bravo. Very well-known name in the Italian music scene. And I've seen a lot of people discussing about this name. So I'm curious. Third one, Ermal Meta. I think it's more than 5 or 6 times that he has participated in Sanremo. I'm always very happy to see him. I love his voice and his musical style, but give some room to other people, dude. No, I'm joking. You can participate as many times as you can. We love you. And last but not least, Fedez and Massini. I think they have already won the public vote. Unless the song is very dull or boring, which cannot be the case with neither Fedez nor Massini, but okay, I just said it as a comment.
I'm quite sure that they will win the Italian televoting by far, but let's wait until the beginning of Sanremo to listen to the songs, and then we can have a better view on this.
Or maybe we can wait until the journalists start commenting on the songs, because, okay, we don't hear the songs before the festival begins. However, we have the indication from the journalists who are accredited, and many times they're very much to the point, you know?
Well, last year they were really to the point, but I remember when Marco Mengoni won with Due Vite, they all expected a better song from him, and they really didn't have him in the first place. But he won every single night and brought to Italia a very good result in Eurovision as well.
Well, to be true, Italians don't really care about Eurovision, but they still participate and it's a joy to have them there. However, despite the bad song Due Vite kind of stuff, in Marco Mengoni's concert here in Brussels, the song which drove the people crazy was Due Vite. So, sorry dear journalists, but you need to do better next time.
Put it away.
Do you know which country needs to do better this time?
Tell me, which one?
Lithuania. And
Okay.
that's how they have revamped their national final, and they have also revealed their competing artists.
40.
Ooh.
40 names in Lithuanian for me to read.
Exactly. You should go through the list.
Yes, thank you. We're gonna do it 2020, okay? Because I'm not gonna bear the burden of the bad accent in Lithuanian, all right?
Okay, you may start and I will interrupt you somewhere in the middle.
Anyway, the big list of 40 people participating in the Lithuanian national final are the following. Agata Ray, Agne Bushkevičiūtė, Aika, Aiste Pilvelite, Akire Atikin Aurimas Papekis, Black Biceps, Dagnya, Elizabeth Olshi, Emi Asidic, Freya Ale, Grete Hansanova, Ilsenso, Jokubas Jankauskas, Jonas Vilimas, Juozas Martin, Juste Osh, Lady Ice,
Leon Seka, Lokite, Lolita Zero, Matas Ligeika, Melania, Menulio Face, Mor, Noi, Nora Blue, Patricia Lushinska, Paule, Rugile, Selene Ice, SHWR, Siga, The Ditties, Thela Leroy, Thomas G, Valdas Lasko, and last but not least, Vilnius Voices.
Okay, 2 comments on that. First of all, it's good that we watch basketball and we are familiar with the Lithuanian names. And second, you don't know how much he laughed when he wasn't able actually to read the names, okay? So, greetings to me, kudos to me, and not kudos to Kostas. Thank you.
Any comments about the list?
I thought you would say about our accent.
Well,
the accent is great.
I hope people at home do not laugh with our accent, but at least we tried.
So we have 3 returning runner-ups. Not only participants, but runner-ups from the previous editions of the Lithuanian national final. It's Lolita Zero from 2022. It's SHWR from 2024, and Lion Chica from 2025.
I really have no clue about their songs, their entries. We are looking forward to listen to all Lithuanian songs, and then we will decide who is, or maybe who are our favorites.
Okay, the national final of Lithuania is going to take place on February 27th, which is quite late for Lithuania, because normally it's in the middle of February. Good thing it's not February 14th or January 17th. But yes, we're looking forward to listening to the 40 songs by the 40 participants. And may the best win.
Put it away.
And we are also looking forward to another national final that is at the end of February, specifically on February 28th, and this is the Melody Grand Prix.
And this year, it's going to take place in Lillehammer, in Håkons Hall.
You know what took place in Håkons Hall in Lillehammer?
Does it have to do with the Winter Olympics in 1994?
Exactly, it's the same place.
Thank you. I'm a huge fan of Winter Olympics, as well as Summer Olympics. Alright, the national final of Norway will have 10 finalists, out of which 9 will be chosen internally, and they will be announced on January 19th. And the final spot will be decided via a radio duel on January 26th. That's super interesting and not very common.
Well, in the recent years, Norway makes experiments with their national final, so it's a different procedure this year and quite interesting, to be honest.
That's huge. And also on January 26th, all the songs will be released. So we're gonna have a very better look at the end of January.
And the expectations for this national final are quite high, as Mats Sturklup, the head of delegation, admitted to the press that this might be the best MGP in history.
Ooh, that's huge.
Yeah.
That's a huge statement.
They received over 1,500 songs, and according to what he said, there's something there for everyone. In the end, it's a musical festival.
Okay, I am looking forward. I'm looking forward to Norway this year. I think I'm looking forward to everyone this year. But, okay, I think that Norway, they're going around winning or, approaching the good placings, and they're risking a lot with their entries. I mean, okay, last year they sent Kyle Alessandro, which is the male banger that we needed, but then the previous year they sent Gotte, that, okay, they got the last place way unfairly for me, but they risked. And then in 2023 they were 5th, so they're going around. And that's good because Norway really wants it. They want to bring the trophy home for the 4th time, which is something that we need to take into account if the circumstances bring the trophy to the northern part of Europe.
Why not? Oslo or Bergen or Trondheim or, well, I don't know for Lillehammer, but there are so many nice places in Norway that can hold the contest.
That's true.
Put it away.
Okay, so guys, I think we're about to wrap up this episode here because we have a lot of things going on this week as many countries are releasing the songs. Albania, Latvia, Estonia, Malta has announced the artists, so we will comment on them in the next episode. We have a lot of things moving, so I think we will keep it short, and then next week you will anticipate for more commentary from Put It Away.
And we will also have the results of the General Assembly,
which is also something that almost every Eurofan is anticipating.
But before we let you go, it's time for our quiz.
Put it away.
Okay, this week's quiz, I was a little bit confused as to what I will ask you guys, but since we had this shift in the juries that 2 members need to be from age 18 to age 25, the quiz will be, who is the youngest winner of Eurovision in general? It's easy, it's record that is not going to be broken, I think, never. But yeah, it exists. So answer to us everywhere on our social media. We also mentioned it at the beginning: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, wherever you want, you can comment. You can also listen to the episode on all digital platforms, from Apple Music, Amazon, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you want. We're looking forward to receiving your comments, the answer to the quiz, and whatever else you would like to comment.
So that's all, folks. The show is over. The points are counted. Until next week, don't forget to
Put it away.